Good day to you travelers, my name is Primo Pop and welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about Rosaria, and oh boy was the wait for her long and excruciating. At some points I didn't think I'd make it, but finally she's here and I cannot wait to get her. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Today I just want to talk about her elemental abilities, her constellations, and the way I'm going to build her. Alright, let's start with her abilities. Rosaria's elemental skill allows her to slash through her enemies and teleport behind them like a freaking ninja. Unfortunately, it doesn't work against larger enemies though, like the Laurel and the Ruin Guard. The upside is though, her skill cooldown is only 7 seconds, which is pretty good. Next we have her Elemental Burst, which applies cryo damage and leaves behind a spare which continuously applies cryo damage for about 8 seconds. But I have to say, the Elemental Burst damage is pretty high. When the skill is at level 10, you can hit about 385% initial damage and 194% continuous damage, which is pretty impressive. Alright. Let's move on to her passive abilities now. Her second passive gives her a crit rate bonus when attacking enemies from behind, which could be good in some cases because her elemental skill already teleports you behind smaller enemies. And her third passive gives everyone in the party a crit rate bonus depending on your current crit rate. Now let's move on to her constellations. Her C1 gives a boost to her normal attacks, while her C2 extends her elemental burst ability from 8 seconds to 12 seconds. Her C4 gives you an extra 5 energy when you hit a crit rate with your elemental skill, which is quite a lot of energy, maybe even one of the best energy generators we have in the game right now. And finally, her C6 ability reduces enemies' physical resistance up to 20% because it's able to stack, which is great for physical DPS characters. Now, you can build Rosaria in two ways. You can build her as a sub DPS or a physical damage dealer. If you build her as a sub DPS, something that you can look forward to using her for would be constantly applying cryo damage, having a high energy generation, and having up to 20% physical resistance reduction. But that's if you have the C6. But the way I'm gonna build her is as a physical damage dealer. I'm gonna use the Crescent Pike for physical damage bonus and its passive. She only does physical damage with her basic attack, and if you're lucky enough to get her to C6, then that's an extra 20% physical damage reduction. That's pretty good with the Crescent Pike's passive and her great energy generation. It's like this weapon was made for her. If you're going to be using Crescent Pike, the best artifact set would be a 2-piece Bloodstain and a 2-piece Gladiator. Well, in my opinion. If you're using her as a sub DPS, then a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer artifact set should do the trick. For artifact stats, I'd go for attack percentage, physical damage bonus, and crit rate, or crit damage depending on what you need more. And finally, some team comps. Supercharge is an elemental reaction you'll definitely want with Rosaria, which is the combination of Electro and Cryo. So pairing her with an Electro character would be the best option, someone like Fischl, Beidou, or Razor. Having other elemental reactions would be great as well, so pairing her with Pyro or Hydro characters would do well to get elemental reactions such as Melt, Frozen, and Shatter. So using characters like Xiangling, Bennett, or Xingqiu would do well. Well, that's all the advice I have to give. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also check me out on Twitch at Primo Pop, or you can click the link in the description down below. Make sure to also check out my other socials while they're down there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!